Hey guys, it's Victoria. Welcome back to FemmeHead. Today I want to talk about my experience traveling during COVID, my thoughts on how you can be safe and respectful while traveling and still get outside your house. There are conflicting opinions on whether people should be traveling right now or not, and I see both sides of the arguments, and I'm not like flying off to France. These are all my own opinions. Like, I am not the CDC, I'm not any of that. This is just how we've gone about it, and Michael and I have obviously talked a lot about coronavirus and like what we think is safe and not safe and what we're comfortable with. And I would say on like the spectrum of carefree YOLO to living in a bubble, we definitely are very close to living in a bubble. Theo and I do not leave the house most days. So the first way that we have gone about trying to travel safely and respectfully is no planes or public transportation. We won't be getting on a plane anytime soon. It's just not something we're comfortable with. They are working on pre-flight, post-flight testing. So as part of like the check-in process when you get to the airport, you take a COVID test and you get your results in like half an hour. And then if you are negative, you can get on the flight. And then I know certain destinations, like you test upon arrival. I know in bigger cities and all that, people don't have cars, and that's how they get around is by the subway or buses. So I understand. I'm lucky that we have a car that can drive us around places, and not everyone has that. But if I'm not on public transportation, that opens it up for people that actually need to use it. Anyways, so since we're not gonna be doing public transportation, mass transportation, that leaves us with a car, and that's what we've been using to get around since March. Our last trip we took was like right before it got super serious here. We had a race down in Texas, and then we went to Mexico for a couple of days. That was at the point where people starting to get anxious around like people that are coughing. You would like wipe everything down in your plane, but masks weren't a thing yet. That was still even before they were saying like, oh, don't wear masks because we need to save those for doctors and nurses and people that need masks. So it's crazy to think all the way back to March and like that trip. And it's just like, wow, we went out to like eat in restaurants. We were on a plane. We were like around people and friends, and it's been a long time. So since then, we've taken 3 trips, I believe. We went to Duluth. Friends got married at like their family cabin outside. So that's like the one wedding that we felt comfortable going to so far during coronavirus. And then we've gone to Wisconsin and Colorado. Be safe in your day-to-day life. Don't be an idiot back home. You know, not wearing masks, not social distancing, like going out to bars, restaurants. Like, don't be that person and then like take your germs somewhere else. I just think that's a bit irresponsible. So even if you're not the safest person, if you have a trip coming up, for the love of God, just like be careful for the 2 weeks leading up to it and just be smart. That's my thought with that. Thankfully, I'm in a situation where I don't leave the house most days. Not necessarily by choice, but just like lifestyle, self-quarantining at home with Theo. Like me and Theo doesn't go anywhere. Theo does not go anywhere public besides being outside and like going on walks and being in nature. And Michael goes into the office where he has one coworker and they sit 30 feet apart. So we are just naturally able to follow all the guidelines while we're at home. And also since coronavirus, we've been doing grocery pickup. So it's just really helped us stay out of places. We still do like every now and then it's like, oh, I need to run to that store real quick, or oh, I need to go like pee in that gas station. But we always wear masks. We always like keep our distance. We always wash our hands. We use hand sanitizer afterwards, and like just don't touch your face. All those things that you're supposed to do. My next point, look up the number of cases in the place that you're looking to visit before you like book or plan anything. You definitely don't want to walk into a hot spot where the people around you, even if you are being very safe and you wear a mask and you social distance, if you're going to a place where like they don't believe in masks and they don't really social distance and like the case numbers are really high, like maybe you wait and go to that place in a couple years when it's a bit back to normal. Just like you don't want to be taking anything there, you don't want to be walking into a cesspool of coronavirus. Be respectful while you're traveling. It's not hard. Whether you're on the road traveling to your destination or you're there, wear a mask. Even if you're the oddball out, like wear a mask, social distance. Don't like go out and rave at bars and restaurants. You can still enjoy travel. You can still enjoy a destination while being respectful of the locals. Avoid public places when it comes to like eating, drinking, entertaining. We're all so used to a certain way of travel, and that's just had to change. You can still enjoy your destination. You can still see the sights and that sort of stuff. You just might not be able to do the same sort of things. You can still support the local economy, get takeout, go to a local grocery store and get a bottle of wine or some beers and enjoy those either at your hotel or your Airbnb. Yeah, just try not to be like sitting inside. I think eating out and like eating in restaurants is one of the biggest spreaders of coronavirus at the moment. As far as accommodations, we've stayed at both hotels and Airbnbs. Businesses have definitely adapted and changed. So we haven't like checked in at a hotel like check-in counter. You can do it over the phone or you can do it like through the app depending on the hotel chain. And you can request a room that hasn't been stayed in for a couple days. We always take disinfectant wipes and that sort of stuff with us, and just even though we know it's been cleaned, we wipe down all the surfaces in the high touch areas again. And also, since we have Theo, we wipe down the things that are at his level that maybe aren't as regularly cleaned. And the same goes with Airbnbs. We were definitely the mindset like travel's just not gonna happen in any capacity like while this is happening. But we've come to realize that there are ways that we can adapt and change and still be safe and respectful to other people while getting out of our house and, you know, doing something for our mental health. But yeah, in the last 8 months, we've gone on 3 pretty short trips. I do miss the convenience of like getting on an airplane and being somewhere super far away in just a couple of hours, but that will come back, right? It will come back, and it's just, we're just doing what we have to do right now. But I thought it would be interesting to just share a quick little video of, yeah, just traveling during coronavirus. It has been interesting to see how like our mindset has changed, but then also the ways in which we thought we were going to be able to travel versus like what we've ended up doing have changed. You just need to be flexible and safe and respectful and just be kind. All right, guys, that's what I have to say about that today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope we're all through this pretty soon, because I know everyone's just wearing a bit thin, but stay vigilant, stay safe, like don't let down your guard, and we'll get through it. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.